Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about a two-stage combination switch. In case of two-stage combination switch, we see two cases. Either the switch may be an ST or TS. What is ST? S stands for the first stage is space switch and the second stage is a time switch. Whereas in case of TS, the first stage is time switch and second stage is a space switch. So in case of this two-stage combination switch, the drawback is to improve the blocking probability, you have to increase the number of the arrays. So cost increases. Okay. To improve the blocking probability of a two-stage combination switch, the cost of system increases. So to overcome this problem, we are going for a three-stage combinational switch to reduce the cost of the system for the same or more better blocking probability. Okay. Now in this three stage, there are mainly two configurations are there. One is called as TST and another one is STS. Basically, you can operate this three-stage combination switch either with the help of TST or with the help of STS. So what is the meaning of TST? Time space time switch. What it means? So in middle one is a space switch and the remaining two are time switch. So this is the structure of a three-stage combination switch which uses TST structure or TST architecture. And another method is using space-time space switch. Okay, in this case, so middle stage is a time switch and the remaining two stages is a space switch. So this is the architecture of a space-time space switch. So both TST and ST are blocking in cases. Okay, so we'll see how to find blocking probability for this type of stages. So first we'll discuss about time space time switch. Okay, so if you see, observe clearly here, the middle stage is a space switch and are using a time switch at both the ends. Okay. So here I am using n time slot interchange units and each is having m slots. Similarly at the outlet side also we have to use n TSI switches with the m slots each. Okay. So what is the advantage of using this type of structure is, in the previous cases, some example I47 want to connect it to O some 6 9. Some structure is there like this. I want to connect an incoming sample in I47 to a O67. So in the previous case, it is not possible. So with the help of this structure, you can able to implement this type of configurations. So with the help of a time slot 5. So first of all, we are going to transmit this signal from I47 to on I6069 with the help of this intermediate time slot 5. This is 4, this is 6. So with the help of the fifth time slot, we are going to transmit the signal. So this type of structure, this type of transmission is possible in case of this time space time switch. which is not possible with the help of either TS or ST. Okay. Now, in this case, how to find out the blocking probability of this structure, that I have to analyze. So already we come across one concept called as a three-stage switch. In unit number 2. So here also you can see 3 stages. This is stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Therefore, to find out blocking probability of a 3-stage switch, we can use Lie graphs. So, in case of Lie graphs, we are going to divide like this, right? This is a node, this is another node, we have got as some inlet, and this is an outlet. Like this, you can have K number. One, two, and so on. K. So this is a type of graph we have used in analyzing the blocking probability of a 3-stage switch. Right? Where we are going to replace this inputs and outputs with the nodes. And the stages with the circles are called as switches with circles. Okay, so in case of Lie graphs, we have seen 2 cases. One is we have to find out, we have divided into serially as well as parallelly. And we obtain one formula as PV is equal to 1 minus of 1 minus beta prime to whole power k. This is a formula we obtained for finding blocking probability of a 3-stage switch using Lie graph model. So what is beta prime indicates? Beta prime indicates it is the probability of free, that the switching path is free. 1 minus beta prime is the blocking probability. This is unused, this is used. So since it contains 2 links, so first and 2 links, I am going to use the suffix here, prefix here 2. This 2 is not power. We already come across this point in the unit 2. This 2 refers the number of links. In case of this 3-stage switch, it contains 2 links. And where k indicates the number of stages. Okay. So we can apply the same concept in here also to find out the blocking probability. So the formula here is PV is equal to 1 minus of 1 minus alpha by L square and M. So M indicates here number of modules or number of slots, M slots per each PSI, right? So therefore this is power M. Okay, here for 3 stages it contains 2 links. So I have to use here 2. And what is L means? L means M by M1. This is going to give either for expanding or concentrating structures. Okay, based on value of L, we can say that either it is an expanding mode or concentrating mode. Okay, so this is the formula of finding the blocking probability. Okay, so here this is stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. So for 3-stage switch, the blocking probability is PV is equal to 1 minus of 1 minus beta prime square power k. This is the formula we already obtained from Lie graph method. Okay, so apply the same procedure here also to find out the blocking probability of a 3-stage time space time switch. Okay, if you apply the formula, this is the final answer of blocking probability. So what alpha indicates? Alpha indicates uniform traffic. Uniform traffic intensity. And L indicates it may be either an expanding structure or it may be a concentrated structure based on value of M1. So L is equal to M by M1. Okay. So this is about finding blocking probability for this TST switch. So the second method is space-time space switching. Okay. So in the case of space-time space switch, the first stage is space switch and the third stage is space switch. So in between we have to use and time switch. So this comes under the STS structure. Okay, so in this structure you can observe that in the first stage it contains an N cross K space switch. At the output side it contains a K cross N space switch. Therefore, what must be the size of this time switch? It must be K. Therefore, in the second stage it contains K number of time slot interchange units. Okay. So since again it contains 3 stages, definitely again you can able to find out the blocking probability of this TSTS structure with the help of Lie graph itself. Generally the formula of both the STS as well as the TST is one and the same. So PV is equal to 1 minus of 1 minus alpha by L square power M. Okay, this is the blocking probability of this type of space-time space switch. So out of these two structures, TST and STS, which one is advantageous? That we have to analyze first. So you can able to understand this with the help of finding the cost of TST and cost of STS. So based upon that, we'll come to a conclusion whether we have to use TST or STS for different configurations. Okay. Now, so before discussing this, we should remember a few more points. What is the cost of time switch? We see that is 2M because it contains this many memory locations. So 2M is the cost of a time switch. What about cost of space switch? It is generally refers to number of space arrays. So generally it is N K plus Mn per space-time switch. So with the help of these two formulas, we are going to find out what is the cost of TST as well as STS. Okay, so for C TST, so it contains 2 time slots and 1 space slots. Okay, so for 2 time slots, how to find out the cost means how many inputs are there here? Generally, I am taking N. Okay, N inputs and N outputs are there. Therefore, how to find out the cost means? So generally, this is N square, not N. This is pi Mn plus N square. This one, and this is 2Nk plus 4Mn. Okay, so here TST is equal to how much? 2 time slots means 2N into 2M. So 2m for time switch. How many are there here? 2, right? So we have to take 2n 2m plus how many space switches are there here? One space switch. What is size of the space switch? This is n cross n. So it should be n square. Therefore, it is generally equal to, so C T S T is equal to, so for one time slot, how to take here? N square plus Mn. This is for space switch. So here how many are there? The size of the space switch is n square, so I have to take it as n square plus Mn plus this is how much? This is 4nm. Totally the value of CTST is 5mn plus n square. Okay, now coming to the CSTS. CSTS. So how many are there here? In case of PST, STS, n cross k for inlet side and k cross n at the output side. Therefore, how to find the total cost of the switch is Nk plus Mn into 2 plus it has only one space switch, time switch, so it is 2Mn. If you expand this, for the final answer, it is 2Nk plus 4Mn. Okay. So this represents the size of the space arrays. If the size is if I am using n cross k space array, it is Nk. Is the total cost of the switch, Nk. If it is n cross n, it is n square. Okay. In case of here it is Nk plus Nk, so 2Nk plus 2Mn. Here n cross n, so I have to use n square plus Mn. So this is the formulas of CTST and CSTS. So from this, what I have to find out? So for different configurations, that is for expanding or for concentrating structures or for symmetry, what is the cost of these architectures we have to find out. So in case of expanding or concentrating, like you can take m is equal to k is equal to n by 2 can take and find out the value of TST and CST. So what will get here? 5 into m is nothing but n by 2, so n square by 2 plus this is n square. So how much this is? 5 by 2 n square plus n square. Okay. What about this one? This is 2 into n square by 2 plus 4 into n square by 2. That implies 3n square. So comparing these two, this is having 5 by 2 means how much? 2 times. So this is more than 3n square. Therefore, this structure is advantageous when I am using a concentrating switch. So from this what can I understand? So based upon the expanding structure or concentrating structure you have to decide. From that you have to understand whether I can go for a TST or STS switch. Clear? So this is about a 3-stage combination switch which uses either STS or TST. So based upon the cost, you have to go for the appropriate structures. this is one example where I had taken for a concentrating switch. My objective is if I want to design a concentrating switch, then definitely I have to choose this STS structure. Okay. And the next one is end stage combination switch. So if the number of stages is greater than 3, we can call it as a end stage. The number of stages is more than 3, then we can call it as a end stage combination switch. So this is one of the example where you can see different end stage combination switches used in different countries. So first one is E10B in France, number 4 ESS in US, and C dot Max in India, and DMS in Canada, and System 12 in USA, and NEX one in Japan. So these are different end stage common switches used in different countries. Okay. So this one contains only TST. So here you can see how many stages are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stages. So here they are using T at both the ends and space switches in between. So what advantage of using multiple switches here? One more point we have understand in the previous classes, that increase the number of stages reduces cost. That means as the number of stages increases, we can reduce the number of cross points, therefore we can reduce the cost of the system. So because of that reason, we are going for multiple stages. So out of all this configuration, this is the best, and this is the having highest traffic capacity and can able to operate maximum number of trucks. 1,07,520 trucks it can able to accommodate, and the traffic intensity is 47,000. So at a time, 47,000 subscribers can able to communicate. So this is the advantage of using an end stage combinational switch. Okay. So in the upcoming topics also we are going to discuss with respect to this number 4 ESS switching systems. So this is the structure of this number 4 ESS switching system. So it contains a time switch at starting and ending. So in between there is in space switches. So T, S, 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 T. Okay. So here generally if I am using TS switch, we will go for expansion. So while discussing with respect to two-stage switches, we have seen this point. Generally this TS is used for expansion mode and ST is used for concentrating mode. Right? So since I am using a TS here, T and S here, generally it represents expansion mode. So for that you can see here it contains only 6 slots, whereas here 7 slots, whereas here you can see some 8 slots. That means you have improved the number of samples. Therefore, this TS is used here in first stage as an expansion stage. Okay. So if you observe in between, we have used a 256 cross 256 structure space array. And one more point I will discuss here is we can design these structures in terms of modular design. What is the meaning of modular design? Modular design means we are going to divide the number of inlets and outlets into small modules. So here to construct this 256 cross 256 structure, we have used 16 cross 16 switches. So what is the use of using a modular design? The advantage of using modular design is we can provide more number of alternate paths. The advantage of using modular design is you can increase the number of alternating paths. Therefore, in the structure of number 4 ESS, they have used a modular design, not a single stage switch. Okay. And one more point to discuss here is so should carry in 125 microseconds is used to transmit 120 slots. So if you take the analysis, it is going to use a 16.68 megahertz clock for performing the operations. Okay. So this is about the number 4 ESS end stage common switch, which is used in ESA for providing more number of subscribers. Okay. So with this you completed unit number 3. Thank you.